So let's talk about how to discover these kind of vulnerabilities. Very similar to SQL injections, the way to do this is you browse through your target and try to inject any text box or any URL that looks similar to this. So whenever you see a URL with parameters, try to inject these parameters or try to inject into text boxes. So let's have a look on a reflected XSS example. So these are the non-persistent, non-stored vulnerabilities where you have to actually send the code to the target, and once the target runs the code, it will be executed on their machine. So let's have a look on our DVWA website. And I'm just going to log in. And then we're going to have an example of a reflected XSS. So as you can see now, you can put your name here for this text box, and it's just going to say hello. Now this is obviously just an example, but the idea is you can inject into text boxes. Also, if you have a look at the URL here, you'll see that it's a get, so you can inject into the URL as well. So let me start a leaf pad. And let's try to inject XSS code on this and see if the code will be executed, or JavaScript code, sorry. So what I'm going to use is a very simple script. So we're using the script and a /script tag. Now there is a lot of ways into discovering these kind of vulnerabilities and a lot of ways to bypass filters, but for now we're just having a look at the basic case where we can inject a normal script. And I'm going to say alert, which is just a function to give an alert to give a text box. And I'm going to say XSS. So I'm going to click on submit, and we'll see if this code will be executed. And as you can see now, it's actually executing my code. So instead of saying hello Zaid here, it said hello, and my code has been executed and it produced this XSS. So we can do the same here. If you have a look on the URL, it actually already did it for us. But if we look at the URL here, it's just going to be a bit bigger there. We can see that the name has been now, obviously all of these characters are just HTML escape characters. And now if you send this URL to anybody, whoever views that URL, the code will be executed on their machine, and it's going to say XSS. So let me show you here. You can also inject this in the URL. I just want to show you the whole idea of that. So we have script /script XSS. And if I hit enter, the code will be executed. So as I said, we can copy this and send it to a certain person. And once they run that code, this code will be executed on their machine.